Hello, how are you doing? Welcome to our tutorial for today. We are still working on the website that we've been doing. So far we've managed to do this first page, and this is how it looks. Now today I want us to look at one more thing. We want to look at the contact page here, and this is how it looks currently. So we want to create something like this or similar. So welcome. Now the first thing that we need to do, as you can see right now, we don't have the contact page on our website. In our code we will come and the same folder, this one where we have the index.html, we add a new file, and this one we call it contact.html. Now there are some things that will be there are things that will be similar in the index page and the contact page. For example, the top bar and the navigation, this we will expect them there, and we'll also have the footer. So what we'll do is that we'll just copy this content from the index page, and then we'll add the rest of the content. So we will just come and copy the first part. Let's start first of all by copying this, the body part, like that. Then you can do that. Then then we can also, before we even get there, we can also add a link now to that page. As you see right now, when we click on it, it just remains on the current page. So we want to add a link that will go to the contact page. We add it in our index page here. So we just come to our link for the contact, then we change the href. This is where we put our link. So what we'll do is we just put this, so we say contact.html. that means when you click on it, it will go to this. You can try that and see. Just reload and then click on contact. You can see it's come, but we've not added content yet. And then we can now copy the navigation bar. The top bar first. Actually, we'll need to copy this container first. We copy it under the body like that. Then we can close that. Then let's just make sure it is indented correctly like that. Then under it we now come and put the individual elements. The first one is the top bar, like that. Come and put it there. So if we reload, you can see the top bar is there. Then next we want to add the navigation bar, the nav bar. So we come and copy that one as well. Then we paste it there. So top bar ends here. So we can have that here. delete this space so that it looks good. And then if we reload, you can see we have that there, contact. Now when we click on home, we want it to take us back to the home page, so we can put this index.html like that. When you reload, clicking on this should bring us back here. Clicking on this should take us to the contact page. Now the next thing is to now have the footer. That is also another one that we will have. So our footer starts here, just at the end of the container. So our footer is here, just copy it up to there, then we come and paste it here after the container like that. If we reload, that's how it looks. So we can try to first, let's again try to auto indent so that it also looks good like that. And you can delete some extra spaces. So our content is supposed to be somewhere in between this and this, the number and the footer. So we can come to, but it is still within this container here, so our content should be somewhere here. So we can create a div, and then we give it a class of row, and then this row we can divide it into 2 columns. Before that, we can actually have we have the div with the heading. So maybe we can call it contact banner. Like that. And then inside it we can have a heading, call it contact us. Then we can give it a class of text center like that. So when we reload, it's there. And then now we want to format this contact banner. You can just use the same CSS file. Just come and add here contact banner. Then we can give it a background color of a light gray going to silver. That could be, you can give it the color, say that. By the way, the colors are not usually case sensitive, so we reload, yeah, it's something like that. And then we give it a height of 300 pixels. Like that. And then we want it to be the text to be at the center here, at the bottom. So what we'll do we give it a property. Now the way we'll give it a property of display table, like that. Then we have the width as 100%. Like that. And then now we come to this one itself, and then we can say contact banner H1. We can have it to display as a table cell. Like that. Then I give it a vertical align of middle. Yeah, like that. So the next thing is now to focus on this part here. So this is where we are going to have two columns. So we give it a class of MD6 for the two columns, like that. Now in the first column we want to add our map, this one. So here we cannot see them because there is no content. Now I want to add the map. This is Moi Avenue, Nairobi. So I just come here and say Moi Avenue, search for that. This is close to what I'm looking for. Let me just, yeah, so this is basically what I'm looking for. So what I'll do is I'll come here. I want to just get the code that I'll add there in an iframe. Iframe is another HTML tag I'm going to show you. So come here to share or embed map, and then there is the option of using the link, but I want to embed. So this basically will give you the HTML that will produce this map as it is. So this is the HTML code. You can see it is an iframe. It's an iframe. So I copy. You can select the size. You can use medium, you can use large, like that. But I'll just copy that one, and then I'll edit it in our code. So just come and paste it here, like that. So when I reload, I've pasted in the wrong column. Should be the first one. So paste it there, like that. I reload it. You can see it's there, but the width is more than the center. So I'll just it's too close to this, so I can add some padding to the row. Maybe I give it padding. Let me try pick padding top and give it 3 and see how it looks. Yeah, it looks better now. And then I also want the width to be 100% so that it can fit in that column. So I change this 600 pixels to 100%, like that. Yeah, like that. So that we already have our map there. And then the next thing is to now for this other row we want to add these fields. So what I'll do for that, I'm going to introduce something called a form. A form now is what helps you to capture data or to capture input from your screen, but we'll look at it in more details later. For now we are just adding it for the purpose of displaying. So we'll add a form like that, and then within this form we are going to add a row, and then now we are going to put our form inputs here within. So we'll have them in form of paragraphs. So we can say add a p tag there. The first one we have 2, so this will take half the width of the form. So we just say class is equals to md6, like that. And then within it we can have an input, and then we put what we call a placeholder text, and have it here. Placeholder is the text that appears like right now. If we reload, you can see it's just looking plain, but we want it to show some text before you put input. That is first name, like that. So at least it will tell you what you're supposed to put here. So when you start typing, it disappears. So we also want to format it so that it fits on the whole width of that paragraph. So we can add a class of form control, and it also helps it look better, like that. When you reload, you can see it's looking much better than how it was looking initially. So we copy this again and have it here, but now this one will be last name, and then we can paste another one here, but now this one will be 12, and then we call it email, like that. Yes, like that. Then we can add another one for the email subject, like that. Now this should be 12 as well. And then now we have this one is called a text area. It's basically a larger version of a text input. It's called a text area, like that. Now this is how a text area looks like. You can see. So we also want to add a placeholder there. After the email message. You can see. Now one thing I want to, before we continue, okay, let me first of all also add the class of form control here. There is actually a way you can initialize the values of these text inputs and even the placeholder. For instance, if I add here value, you can see the value is blank right now. So if I add maybe John, and then I reload, you can see that this one has the value of John. Now for the text area, I can add the value here like that, just the way we do with other HTML tags like this. So if I add there, you can see that these inputs are self-closing. They don't need a closing tag. So if I put John there and I reload, we will not see this placeholder text, but we will see John. And again, if for example I remove this and have it on the second line and I reload, you can see there is no placeholder text, because that is like a new line I've added to it. So I need to remove that line for it to show the placeholder text. For example, if I do that, you can see the space is also considered value. So if I want the placeholder text to show, I have to make sure there is nothing in between. Then the other thing that we are going to add here is now the button. That is also another form input. So we can just have can have this as a div, and then we have it as MD12. Then with it we have an input, and then the class type is actually submit, and then the value here it should, because we want it to show text, say send email. So when we reload, that is how it shows. This is a submit. When you use a submit, that is how it shows. Now we want it to be on this side, and we also want to apply some extra formatting. So we can add a class. First of all, we want it to float right, like that. Yes, showing there. And then we want it to be a button. Like that. Then we want it to be button success, like that. So that is how it is. Now for sending email, so you can see that they are very identical. something missing. Oh, this one was type text. So if we change this one to text, it will show that, but it I don't think if it will, because when we are submitting, we need to when you use it as a submit button, it will actually be used to capture the data that has been entered here. So we'd rather leave it as a submit button, and then we can apply some additional styling to just make it look better. We can increase some padding, so we can, let's try padding X. We make it like that and see what happens. Yeah, I think that is good enough. So yes, that is our contact page. So for now, it's just for display purposes. We will look at functionality at a later stage when we will be looking at the dynamic websites. So that is it for today. Thank you for watching this far. Feel free to share our channel and also subscribe if you've not subscribed, and like and give us your feedback. Thank you.
If you enjoyed this video, kindly like and subscribe. Thank you for watching. See you in the next